I have to touch on this. I just, I just have to touch on it. It'll hopefully open your mind and you'll think about other things. But all these people want to talk about bugging out. The most, and I would say one of, if not the most important thing about bugging out is your gear. And I'm not talking about so much like you got to have a good solid backpack. I'm not talking about one of these pieces of crap you go down here in Walmart and you buy for your kids so you can run around and play little school books or whatever. Not a Superman backpack, or a Ninja Turtle or whatever they got. I'm talking about a real pack. But as important as that is, because it's not going to be comfortable wearing that thing on your back for how long. You don't know. You may have to use the thing as a pillow. You may have to curl up beside it to try to help keep the wind and the cold and whatever else. Maybe you have to try to climb under it a little bit if it rains. You don't know. If you're prepared, you'll be okay. But what I'm talking about is your footwear. Good pair of waterproof boots. And I'm not talking about hiking boots, I'm talking about boots that come up over your ankle to protect your ankle. Good pair of socks. Your clothing, same thing. It should be a good pair of tough denim jeans. You watch these people today. They run around in shorts and flip-flops and just, it's like, what the hell? You're not prepared for a damn thing. Die. Be a slave, but that's about it. You watch these imbeciles ride motorcycles. He's got his flip-flops on and his shorts. You're going to be taking, well, if you have any skin left on your ass, they're going to be doing skin grafts on it, I'll tell you that. You people are just, most of you are hopeless. What I'm talking about is good waterproof pair of overlay. They can put over your jeans. You can put over your shirt. So, if you run into that kind of situation, at least you're not sitting there hypothermia situation. A good hat that'll run water and waterproof. Now this is not, but get yourself a good hat. Keep your head warm. Keep the heat in. Get yourself a stocking cap. Something good. If you have to get yourself a beanie or something that's waterproof, that's great. Get a waterproof hat, waterproof, beanie, put your hat over top of it, whatever. You want something with some pockets and plenty of them. Like I said, you want stuff that's durable and rugged. You don't have a military behind you to supply you. You don't have anybody behind you to supply you. You're not going to carry a week's worth of clothes with you. You might have an extra change of clothes with you, but that's about it. That's what I'm saying. You got a good rugged pair of jeans. You got a good pair of Gore-Tex to go over top of it. Yeah. You might be alright. You should be pretty well set. You could buy packs and fanny packs and all kinds of things, accessories to go on backpacks and so on and so forth. But you got to remember, keep the weight down. You want the lightweight stuff. Paracord's great. They make those watches and bracelets and stuff made out of paracord. You undo it, and then you got something to tie the tree to tree or a stake or something. Just to, you got a lightweight, waterproof tarp that if it's raining or sunny or whatever, you can get out of the sun, get in the shade. If it's raining, get out of the rain. And if it's windy, hopefully you put your Gore-Tex on, keep some of that wind out of it. Sunglasses. are important. Eyewear. You don't know. You might be on the, and I mean, I'm not talking about let's go buy some, product sunglasses. I'm talking about something really functional, more like a more like a safety type glass thing that goes around your face, so something doesn't get in behind it and poke you in the eye or whatever. Because you don't know where the hell you're going to be walking, or where you're going, or where you're coming, and you want something that'll attach it and keep it attached to your head, so if you bend down and fall off your face, and if it does fall off your face, it stops, it catches, because you don't want to lose them. You don't know where you're going to be, and you want to keep your eyes sharp. You don't want to get fatigued and tired. Just like, like I said, a good hat with a brim on it. If you got room, always carry some talcum powder for your feet. Good pair of socks. Couple pair, you can change them out. Think about it. Think about the things that you would possibly need to make your life, to keep your body out of the elements the best you can. I'm talking about, if you needed to, you could go out and lay in the damn snow because you got Gore-Tex, warm. You could lay there and not freeze to death. If it's hot, same thing. You could lay there and stay cool yet. Because you got a canvas, you're laying underneath of it, sitting under it. You could be out in the middle of damn almost nowhere. No shade at all. But guess what? You put out a couple stakes, put your pack up in the center of it, and lay down around it, under it. Walking sticks are damn nice to have. Especially the type that extend up. You could extend it up. Yeah. Like I said, you gotta think of this stuff. It's not so much, I gotta have some food in my pack. Well, yeah, that helps. That's good. You don't want a bunch of canned stuff. It weighs. It's heavy. Freeze dries is the way to go. And you want a bladder. Drinking bladder. Something, that holds, a gallon of water at least, or more. A little thing comes over here, you can suck on a little straw thing, and got some water in the pack there, and you got to be able to filter it, or make it safe to drink. Or both. Most people have already, went through most of this stuff. I'm just rehashing things. But the biggest thing I wanted to say is, it's your clothing. It's your day-to-day. What are you going to be out in? That's the important thing right there. Something like this. You can start a good fire with it, but, it's butane. It'll run out. Don't buy just the cheap damn matches that just strike. You want the good waterproof ones. I don't think I have any out here, but you've probably seen them. They're those big, thick, heavy things, and you strike them, and gosh dang, you got a flame bigger than that. All you're trying to do is, wherever you're trying to get out of, because it's unsafe to be there, you're just trying to find a place that's safer to get to. That's what you're trying to do. And if it's safe enough to stay where you're at, you're better off. Well, everybody thinks you need to bug out. Bug out, bug out. You know your circumstances. But I figure I had to pop in here and say that because, look at the returns in Cabela's and places like that. I mean, they have stores. some of this stuff's perfectly good. It just, it was the wrong size, whatever, blah, blah. Check it out. You might well buy some of this stuff cheaper. But don't be running around in a pair of, oh, I want to bug out in a pair of shorts and hiking shoes. You don't know where the hell you're going to end up. You don't know what the weather's going to be like. You want to be able to cover yourself up and stay warm. You can always take clothes off. But, there's still ways to stay warm, but, it's a little more, it's not really advanced, but I could get into that. All I'm saying is a nice lightweight, Downs vest is good to have too, especially at night. It gets chilly. Put that underneath your layer. Everything you got, you want to have it functional and multifunctional. You see guys with lures on their hats and, lights on their hats and all kinds of things. It's multifunctional. They're carrying stuff up here too. So, it's nice to have a pair of socks even that might have a little compartment in them, like a little, like a little pocket or something in them. It's nice to have that. You can stash something in there too. Always be looking and seeing what's out there. But look for quality stuff. Not something that's a piece of crap. And you're better off with Gore-Tex or, some type of good waterproofing. Because you might be walking around in the morning or at night in the dew or have to cross a stream. And if you're not, your feet will get wet. Then you're more apt to get blisters. And so on and so forth. That's what I'm saying, a good, extra pair of socks or two. That way the ones can be drying out as others are you're wearing them. Talcum powder for your feet to help keep them more dry. Your feet are very, very important because that's what gets you around. Your legs are important because, if you get into the briars or something like that, you want a good denim or something, tough. Leather's good, but not practical. But something that will take some abuse so you don't get a bunch of briars in you and so on and so forth. Gloves, same thing. You want a good pair of gloves. You're going to be getting into that kind of stuff. It's easier to just kind of push it out of the way than to be pulling damn briars and stickers and stuff out of your hands. Same thing, like I said, with your eye protection. You want something that will protect your eyes. So, good face mask even, not these cheap things they've been telling you to wear during that other bullshit stuff. I'm talking about a nice face mask that will, filter out dust, dirt, and a bunch of other stuff, and plus maybe protect your face too if you have to walk through crap like that. You don't want to poke your eye out on a damn low-hanging branch or something and go, oh damn, now you had a real problem. Eye protection is very important. You know what it's like just to get a piece of sand in your eye or a piece of bark or anything. It's like, son of a gun. You can avoid that. Good. Avoid it. Yeah, you guys can think of the rest. Got imaginations. Anyhow. Y'all take care.